back to the Culture Corner with Rockford Crane. I am your host, Rockford Crane, of course. This week's guest is a terrific young man who is the founder and president of the Singles Jigsaw Puzzle Club, Terrifying Bareface. Terrifying, thank you for joining me on the show.
Thank you, Rockford. You can just call me Tariff.
Tariff?
Tariff, yes.
Okay. All right, Tariff. So when you were growing up, did your parents have jigsaw puzzles in the house, or was it something that you came to later in life?
Well, I had to make my own jigsaw puzzles for many years out of drawings I made on cardboard, and I cut them into squares and rearranged them, and that was a puzzle. I invented them, I think.
I don't know if that's accurate. You're how old would you say? I would venture to guess you're maybe 21 years old, somewhere in that ballpark.
I'm actually closer to 84.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you look incredible for your age. I don't know how you do it, but you do look like a much younger man. But
Thank you.
I'm still pretty sure that that the concept of jigsaw puzzles predates your birth. But
But I had no prior exposure to them, and I kind of thought it up on my own. So
Okay,
it's just kind of like I invented them.
okay, sure. How big is your personal jigsaw puzzle collection? And
Uh,
what is your most prized puzzle of all the collection?
Well, I used to own over 800 of them, but recently I've been donating them to the club, so hopefully we get more members in, but we don't. They just take them and then leave. But my favorite one is one of candy bar wrappers in a bowl of milk.
Okay. Wow, that sounds strange, interesting. Do you have any puzzle tips for any of the young aspiring jigsaw puzzle fans out there? How do you get started? What are some good strategies?
Well, if you're a beginner, you could start with the corners and edges. But if you want to be more hardcore about it, just throw those away and ignore them. Start from anywhere you want, the hardest possible solid piece, and just start there.
Okay. Oh wow, it's always good to have a challenge, I suppose.
No, it's really easy, really.
Okay. And how often does your club meet up, and where does it meet?
We meet every Monday and Wednesday and Friday, and Tuesday and Thursday. Also on the weekends at LBJ Community Center down by the park.
Oh, so every day.
Well, just Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Tuesdays,
Okay,
Thursdays, and
all right,
weekends.
okay. I'm sorry. Okay, yes, of course. Okay. Well, we're running low on time. We're gonna have to leave you for a bit. We're gonna throw to another program, HappyCast with Ben and Brian, but stick around because after that we'll be back with more with terrifying Bareface. He'll tell us how he got his name and why his true passion in life is to give up puzzles and open an exotic bakery.
No, wait, that's not true. I don't want to do that.
And so stick around
Hey,
and
what? But no.
all that and more when Culture Corner returns.
But no, it's not.
It's happy hour again.
Okay, welcome to the happy hour portion of the show. This, of course, is where we both pick a thing that is making us happy for the week and share it with you, the podcast listening audience. Ben, what is your happy hour pick of the week?
Oh, this time I'm happy about something that I plan to do later tonight, and I did the other day.
Is this a riddle? Are we doing a new riddle happy hour format? I was not
That'll be a whole
aware
theme.
of this.
No, not this time. It is modern day food ordering.
Okay.
And it's not just like going to a restaurant and ordering food. That'd be boring. No, this is what I've done recently. And the example I'm going to be doing tonight, because it's a tradition now that after the podcast recording, we eat Taco Bell, or Megan and I. Not well, you might too. I don't know if you do.
Occasionally, maybe I do. Maybe I'll have a Taco Bell. Who knows?
A whole Taco Bell.
An entire Taco Bell to my own.
Dong. Anyway, that's how the commercials go, isn't it?
Yes, I think
don't have
so.
cable, so I don't know. No, yeah, Taco Bell. There's an app you can use to order Taco Bell. So you don't have to go through the line and talk and say everything you want, and they might mishear you and give you the wrong thing. You can ensure that everything you want is exactly the way you want it because you are poking it out on a screen. And if you mess up, it's your own fault. But
Yes, yeah. Just removes the human element altogether. The no more social anxiety. It's like, I've got to talk to this person, tell them what kind of food I want.
yeah, well,
I'm with you, Ben. I'm with you 100%.
well, I mean, there's still some human element because you have to they have to hand you your food, but you can pay on a card in advance, so you don't have to bring it with you. You can order it way early in the day and then go pick it up whenever you have time to pick it up.
That's how it is now, man. Just give it another 4 years, and then you'll order your food on your app, and then a drone will drop it off at your house.
That would be amazing. If they ever
You'll
delivered
ne-
Taco Bell, I would be a giant balloon of a person. Probably less inflatable, but still. And you can also, if you order, you get a free Doritos Locos Tacos. Free.
Really?
For ordering on
Huh.
the app.
Weird. They're really pushing the app.
Yeah, there's stuff I didn't know about too that's on the menu, but because if you're there and there's a car pulls up behind you, you don't have time to read that menu because you're just wasting that person behind you's time, and they have their brights on and they're being annoying because you're trying to read what's on the menu. I didn't know you could get bacon in your quesadillas, but I do now because that's what I get. It is so good.
Old bacon quesadilla.
Yeah, that's what I get. And so there were deals on getting different types of drinks. You can go through and look oh, wow, I didn't know they had this thing. You can just look at all their stuff. There's nice little pictures of it. You get to an itemization of exactly what everything costs, so you can, and it adds it up as you go. I don't know. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. No, you're
I
right.
I would recommend don't order and then pick it up after midnight, because if it's the one near us, they get confused because their program isn't showing anyone bought anything. It's 12:02 in the morning when we went a few weeks ago, because Megan gets off at midnight right now, and they're the only place that's still open for fast food, really. So we went 12:02, and they're like, "Oh, I don't see an order." Well, we ordered it a couple minutes ago, and they couldn't find it anywhere. So we had to leave, and we pulled around and checked bank account. Yeah, money's been taken out. Checked the app. Yeah, it's happened. Went back through again and said, does it matter that we ordered it at 11:58? Oh yeah, okay, sorry, we were just seeing today's date.
Oh, you ordered that yesterday.
Yeah,
You should have came by yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of irritating. But so now I never put the order in unless it's 12:01, so I know it's gonna go through and be nice and easy.
Okay, it's good. It's a good tip for the listening audience.
It's just relaxing. You go, you're like, yeah, it was an order for Ben, and they're like, oh, okay, does everything look right? Yeah, all right, pull around. You don't have to pay. You just wait, and they hand you your food, and you're done.
There's something beautifully efficient about just punching in your order on a screen and then picking it up later.
It is.
I've
Nice.
been doing this for years, only with like pizza. You order pizza, like most chains have an app that you can pick your toppings and whatever. And what else? Five Guys had a pretty good app. Moe's Burritos.
I don't know
Here's the
that
thing I
place.
run into. Here's the thing I run into is for some of these places, I don't know if a lot of people are using the apps to order ahead of time, because I'd put an order at maybe Five Guys, and then I go in and I'm like, yeah, I'm here to pick up. I ordered online. They're like, oh yeah, of course it's you. Yeah, you're the one guy that did that. Here it is. We got it ready for you. I'm like, oh, you don't need my name? No, you're the online guy. You're the guy that didn't want to talk to us, but here we are.
I'm pretty sure we're the one person who uses the app at ours too. Because I think the second time we did it, the guy, we said we app on the online order, and he just had an audible sigh. What? It's not like we're gonna tip you at Taco Bell. It's not like you're gonna lose anything out of this.
Yeah, yeah. Just because we're trailblazers, Ben. You and I, we're ahead of the curve. Everybody else gonna catch up eventually.
Now, the best part is this happened all by accident, but okay. So, we ordered, I think I've been ordering one medium drink and one large drink of different flavors of like their freezes or whatever. I think one strawberry, one's Dr. Pepper. Well, almost always when we go at midnight, one of them is broken somehow. And so they're like, "Okay, you get a free drink next time you come." I'm like, all right, that's fine. And then sometimes both were broken, and we got 2 free drinks the next time we came. And then sometimes because one's small or one's medium and one's large, they accidentally give you 2 larges, and I'm not gonna complain that I got a large.
Oh yeah, no. But if you got 2 mediums instead, that would be unforgivable.
Well, then you could be like, "Hey, can I just have that instead?" And they're like, "Yeah, I'll get a free one." They some of them know us there. Like one of them, I think knows Megan pretty well for the amount of time she's gone through, and she's like really friendly. And she actually wanted us to get our picture one time, so that way people would know to give us a discount. But we didn't know. We would have felt weird unless she's like, "Hey, can you pull around real fast and I'll take the picture?" She said, "Sometime go in the main building, you get your picture taken. Just tell them that I said to." I was like, well, I don't want to make it feel like that I'm trying to scam them out of it. Like anyone could come in. Yeah,
that does seem pretty weird.
I'm on the loyal customer list.
They said you take my picture and give me free tacos. Here I am.
Yes, so we never did that, and we don't get the discount anymore for being regulars because we order on the app. But I'm okay with that.
It's worth the lack of human interaction. For the what were we getting, a 10% discount?
Yeah, but now we
Okay,
get a free
that's good.
Doritos
That's not
Locos
bad.
taco.
Okay, so you come out about even there.
Yeah. Oh, and there's one more thing. Speaking of pizza, like you said, recently Pizza Hut added new stuff. We hadn't ordered pizza in a long time, and we ordered it one time because we were just curious. They have like drizzle or sauce drizzle flavors, and you can get different types of undersauce and different crust flavors, like a whole bunch of them. It is ridiculous. And they have specialty pizzas like the I Justine pizza and the Rooster Teeth pizza.
Wait. These are you're saying nonsense. I'm assuming this is internet stuff. They have internet pizza. They have a lolcats pizza. It's just
No.
cheeseburgers.
Well, I only named the 2 that I know of. I know who I Justine is because I know she does video game stuff sometimes, hosting it, stuff like that. Rooster Teeth, I know they're based in Texas and they do video game stuff too. They were like Jack G and Jack J. I don't know who that is. And then someone named like Andrea something or something. I don't know. I didn't know who they were, but I didn't want their pizzas anyway. I thought it was crazy to see internet celebrities have their own pizzas at Pizza Hut.
It's pretty weird.
And like the sauces, you can get like a sauce drizzled into like a spiral on your pizza. I'm trying to remember. There's like a balsamic vinegar drizzle you can get. I don't remember the drizzle. I never get one of the drizzles. But you can get the crust flavors. You can get, like stuffed crust, an obvious one. You can get regular. I think you get like a toasted garlic, toasted Asiago, toasted cheddar. Just all sorts of different types of crusts. And now they have bacon cheese stuffed crust,
Wow.
which I tried,
is-
and it was just ridiculous.
Yeah, it sounds like too much.
It was. That one was too much. That was a ridiculous pizza.
So Pizza Hut trying to step up their game. I haven't had a Pizza Hut pizza in quite a while.
Oh my god, the cheeses, the cheese you can get, or the sauce you can get underneath is ridiculous too. You can get, I think, like a honey barbecue one. You can get like whatever the white cheese is, like Alfredo sauce. I don't know. It's just crazy the type of pizzas you can get. But they're still pretty good. Sometimes the one we get is I think a big box dinner is what it's called, because you can get like 2 rectangle pizzas, a pasta, and some breadsticks. And then that will last us like 3 or 4 meals worth of pizza and food.
That's good value.
So it ends up being worth it. But you get there's this crazy stuff you can get. I didn't know you could put bacon on your pizzas. I do that now.
Yeah, bacon's an acceptable pizza topping. I prefer a nice Canadian bacon, or as us Americans call it, ham. It's fine. It's a fine pizza topping.
I get pepperoni and bacon on the same one.
See, if I were gonna do a pizza, I might just skip meat altogether and just load up on like things like mushrooms, bell peppers, onions, olives, that kind of thing. It's
What
good
kind of
stuff.
sauce?
Tomatoes.
Honey sriracha.
Just pizza sauce.
Buffalo
just pizza
sauce?
Tomato.
There's classic marinara and premium crushed tomato.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like a traditional pizza. I'm a pizza traditionalist, Ben. I don't want to dress my pizza up, make it all fancy. Just a pizza flavored pizza is okay with me.
What about salted pretzel crust? Or get curried away, or ginger boom boom crust.
I mean, what? Wait, what was that last one?
Ginger boom boom?
That doesn't sound appealing. That sounds not great. I don't know. If I wanted curry or pretzels, I would eat curry and pretzels. I don't understand
It's a
why.
good combination.
Yeah, curry pretzels.
Well, some of them actually taste not bad. Like the toasted cheddar and toasted Asiago I both got as crust. It's not like this cheese stuffed. It's just like a slightly cheesy flavored crust. Those were actually pretty good. I haven't tried fiery red pepper crust.
Oh, did you say it's sriracha? Is there some sriracha in there?
Yeah, I think that there's a separate one that has it. There's a honey sriracha one.
I do like a sriracha.
See, you could try that for the sauce and for the crust, and you'd have your own pizza because I wouldn't eat it.
I don't know. Sometimes I would just put sriracha directly on top of a pizza.
I think they might have the sauce for that too.
I can do that. I've got a bottle of sriracha I keep in the fridge for any occasion.
Yeah, that's one of their sauce drizzles, honey sriracha. But yeah,
and of course you can order this crazy future pizza online without having to talk to anyone.
Yes. Oh, and I think around Valentine's Day we got a heart-shaped pizza because you could.
Did you order a heart-shaped pizza, or did they just give you a pizza and then it was heart-shaped?
No, it was like shown as one of their special things for the weekend. And Megan really wanted a heart-shaped. I got a regular shaped pizza. She wanted a heart-shaped pizza. So that's what she got.
How is that cut? Like, how do you get a piece of the heart-shaped pizza?
I don't really remember how it was cut. I think it was cut kind of like a normal pizza. It just happened to be heart-shaped.
Okay, but it couldn't be cut into triangular slices, which is the way I like a pizza. Or probably you're cutting it into squares at that point.
Well, I think it was close to triangle. Or at least, I mean,
really?
they all were triangles, just not the same shape of triangle like a circle would be.
Huh. Okay. That's weird.
I don't know.
I'd like to see what this triangle pizza looked like, or not triangle, a heart-shaped pizza. It's like a cartoonish heart. It's not like an accurate depiction of a heart.
Nope,
it's
that'd
just
be a little weird.
it'd be impressive. Like the artistry that would go into making something like that is, it's a lot of talent.
Yeah, I'll have to ask Megan if she has a picture of it, so I can show you later. Of a heart-shaped pizza. Anyway, I've talked enough about pizza and Taco Bell in modern day ordering.
Okay. Then I suppose I shall go next.
Well, we can just skip you and go to Bummer Patrol.
Okay, I mean, if you want to, that's fine.
No, we need to go on to you. We have to pad this thing out.
Oh, that's what I am. I'm the padding.
No, we're both the padding.
Okay.
We just need extra padding.
So my happy hour pick this week is Jeff Bridges. He's the best, guys.
That guy?
Famous actor. Big Lebowski, True Grit, Crazy Heart, great guy.
I haven't seen any of those.
No. Jeff Bridges has a new album out, Ben. Did you see the commercial during the Super Bowl?
No. I did not watch the Super Bowl except for the halftime show mostly.
I also did not. I did not see the Super Bowl either. I was busy, unfortunately.
Is it a comedy album?
It is not. It's the name of the album is Jeff Bridges Sleeping Tapes.
What?
It's Jeff Bridges Sleeping Tapes, and it's pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild. It's a CD. Well, it's not actually a CD. You can go to the website dreamingwithjeff.com.
What?
See, it's dreamingwithjeff.com. I slipped up earlier. I was like, sleepingwithjeff.com. That's not it. That is not. Do not go to that website.
Uh-oh.
Dreamingwithjeff.com. It's, you just put an album together of of ambient sounds and him talking. It's pretty weird. If you go to the website, here is his description of it. It says, "The world is filled with too many restless people in need of rest. That's why I filled my sleeping tapes with intriguing sounds, noises, and other things to help you get a good night's rest."
Weird.
Yeah, it was pretty good. There's one where it's just him humming a lot, where he's like, "Yeah, to get ready for a roll." It's live Jeff Bridges talking. So if you're a Jeff Bridges fan like I am, it's a real treat. Like, just I'd hum to get ready for a roll. So this is one I used to do. It was like, and that's like 2 minutes of him humming. And there's some with him just like telling you like short stories with like weird ambient sounds playing in the background. There's one where it's him taking a walk through a canyon, and you're walking with him. It's like you're like on a walk with him. He's like, "Yeah, it's a nice afternoon here at the canyon. There's a gentle breeze in your hair. We just had a big lunch, like two old friends, and we're just walking around. Hey, we see another hiker coming at us. He looks like a gentle sort of fellow. Maybe Brad or a Neil. Let's wave at him. Go ahead and wave.
Neil Orange Peel?
Yes, that's a good wave. That's a good wave. Hey Neil, hey, you like that wave? That was a good wave. And it's 11 minutes long of of this like trip through a canyon in which you find a chair and carry it with you, and there's a dog. It's great. It's a real journey through your mind.
That sounds crazy. When you first talked about this, I thought it was going to be like just tapes of him snoring.
No, yeah, tapes of Jeff Bridges sleeping.
Yeah, that's all.
No, this is far more interesting than that.
By the way, you can go to sleepingwithjeff.com. It redirects to dreamingwithjeff.com.
Oh, really? Good.
I looked it up.
Good.
So it's
Oof.
okay to go to sleepingwithjeff.com.
Okay, good. I'm glad they covered that base. That would have been real grim.
Very smart to do that.
Smart people. But yeah, it's great. I've listened to it past few nights as I'm going to sleep. It really puts me out like a light. I find it soothing. I originally checked it out as a goof. I'm like, it's crazy, Jeff Bridges. Check out this weird Zen hippie stuff. But I'm like, oh, actually, I like this a lot. I find it comforting.
Is it because it's Jeff Bridges? What if it was
Probably.
like Gilbert Gottfried?
No, I don't think. No, yeah, Gilbert Gottfried. If he was giving you like a vocal tour of a canyon, that would not.
It would echo a lot. Well, what's your best Gilbert Gottfried voice, Brian?
Affleck.
Oh, that's just
Right,
a duck.
that's him.
That's just a duck.
He was the voice of that duck for a while.
Yeah, until he said something. I thought.
So hey man, go to dreamingwithjeff.com, guys. You can listen
Or
to the album for free.
sleepingwithjeff.com.
Or sleepingwithjeff.com for that matter. You can download the album for free. You can donate if you want a donation, and of course, 100% of your donation goes to a charity.
Goes to Jeff.
No kid hungry. So it's fighting world hunger. It's good. It's a good cause.
Why is it like no kid like Insomniac?
Oh, you just give them his sleeping tapes.
Oh yeah, for free.
So you can download it. You can buy a cassette. You can buy it on vinyl. You can't buy it on CD. Jeff Bridges is not into the CD scene.
There's one called "See You at the Dreaming Tree."
That one's great. That's incredible. "See You at the Dreaming Tree" is a really good one. Can we just to give people a taste of what this is? Is there any way we can cut in just like 45 seconds of it right now?
Of the humming one?
I would either go with the canyon, or "Feeling Good" is also a really good one.
All right, yeah, we'll put some of that in right now.
Now, we're going to take a guided tour through Temescal Canyon in our minds. All right, now, picture yourself there, and picture me right next to you, going for a walk like two old friends on a Sunday. We had a nice breakfast, and now we're out here. Walking along the valley floor, surrounded by pines, long needles, cedar bark. The sap's running. Oh, I can smell it. Can you smell it?
All right, you heard that, guys.
Yeah. So check that. It's cool. I like it a lot. I highly recommend it. The commercial. The Super Bowl commercial is for Squarespace, which is a platform for building websites. So the implication seems to be like, Squarespace, it's so easy. Even Jeff Bridges can do it. I don't know. I don't really understand what's up with that. But I haven't listened to the whole thing because I always start and then I fall asleep. I never get to hear the whole thing.
That does make sense.
There's one called "Feeling Good," which is just like some affirmational statements that he's making that I really enjoyed a lot. Where he's like, "Hey man, Jeff, oh man, I wish. See, maybe my fascination with this is just part of my lifelong dream to be Jeff Bridges. I don't know."
You're gonna kill him, aren't you?
No, that's not how you become him, right?
You kill him, and then that's how you absorb his soul, and you're Jeff Bridges now.
I didn't know that, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
no, okay, all right. But who would kill Jeff Bridges, Ben? He's a treasure.
You?
He is a national treasure.
He was not national treasure.
Jeff Bridges is national treasure.
No, Nick Cage is national treasure.
No, Ben, feeling good. It's good. He's like, hey, a good way to get you in a state to go to sleep is just positive thoughts. So here's some affirmational things. And it's 3 minutes of him saying things like, you are a good person.
What?
You have value.
This is weird.
Your coworkers have good things to say about you.
Can you put
And
one
then
of these out?
it gets very specific. It gets to the point where it's him saying like, that's a nice haircut. You smell good. You order well at restaurants. I'm like, I do order well at restaurants. I've always thought that, Jeff Bridges, but
You're
hearing
right,
you say
Jeff.
it, I do. You have interesting insights to popular movies.
This is weird.
It's cool. I mean, I would never put together something like this, but it seems like the most Jeff Bridges thing for Jeff Bridges to do.
You sure we can't do a HappyCast one of these?
I mean, maybe we could. Maybe we could do like Ben and Brian's Jeff Bridges sleeping tapes.
Dreaming with Ben and Brian.
Yeah, so I don't know. Keep your ear to the ground for that. That might be a thing. But I want to just make absolutely clear before we move forward. I am not goofing on this. I sincerely dig Jeff Bridges sleeping tapes. So
In case you're listening, Jeff Bridges,
Oh yeah, Jeff Bridges is a big fan.
he's Neil Orange Peel. If you didn't know, sorry to spoil that
Oh.
for you.
All right, that's cool, man.
So what do we do after this?
Oh well, we're gonna go to Bummer Patrol, but before that,
What?
we have a quick word from a sponsor. So let's hear that. Hey there, podcast listeners. Has this ever happened to you?
I'm tossing and turning and I just can't sleep.
If so, we've got the answer. Dozing with Ben and Brian. Dozing with Ben and Brian is an album composed of music, interesting soundscapes, and spoken word pieces, all engineered to give you the best Z's of your sleeping career. Spin.com calls it the top sound experience of 2015. But hey, don't take my word for it. Listen to this quick excerpt from the album from the track Driving Round Town. All right, we're just driving around town here at night, doing a little bit of night driving. Thanks for joining me. It's pretty good weather we've been having. Not too bad. Perfect driving weather. Hey, is that a building up there? What was that? Is that some kind of restaurant? I think, yeah, it's a Taco Mel's. Go ahead and wave at the Taco Mel's. Give it a good hearty wave. It's good. That's good stuff. Oh, hey, looks like there's somebody on the side of the road that needs a lift. Should we stop and pick him up? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's go ahead and pull over. Hey, listeners, look, it's Ben. Hey, how's it going, Ben?
Oh, hey Brian. I didn't know it was you. I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just going out, driving the listeners around town, showing them the sights. What are you doing this area of the country?
Oh, I'm just taking a walk, carrying my laundry.
Yeah, I see that. Your laundry bags have dollar signs on them. What's up with that?
Oh, it's so I can remember which ones are my expensive laundry. This is my expensive clothes.
Okay, that makes sense, man. So we're just showing them the sights, driving around.
Oh, look, it's Waffle House.
Oh yeah, plenty of those around here, man. We got all kinds of Waffle Houses, waffle homes. You go in, they've got I recommend you get the double waffle, which is just 2 waffles stacked on each other.
Oh, well, that sounds pretty neat.
Yep. Anyway, hey, looks like we've got some police lights going on in the back. Do you hear those sirens?
Oh, yeah, I probably wouldn't worry about it. It's probably not for us. Just keep going, but go a little faster.
Okay, all right. Well, just not too fast though. I don't want to go over the speed limit. Just go a little bit faster.
Yeah, can you go a little more faster? Maybe make a couple turns up around
All
here.
right. Okay, all right. We'll gun it, man. We're going. We're all right. taking some sharp turns. Hey, glad everyone's wearing their seatbelt. That's important. Safety is key.
Oh, yeah, yes, definitely. But they're getting closer. You might need to make more turns.
All right.
Here, listener, hold this bag for me. Hold both of them, actually.
And Ben appears to be leaning out the window now. He's pointing something at the cop car.
No, I'm trying to get a picture of it. It looks like it's a really, really interesting thing going on back there. Don't worry about it.
All right, get it. Okay. Well, we're here we go. We'll just go down this way. If they're not following us, we'll just take this left and another left and a right, right down this residential road.
No, this looks like a dead end. Where are you going? We're running out of road.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Like DeLorean?
So head over to HappyCast.website to download your free copy of Dozing with Ben and Brian and have the best night of sleep of your entire life.
Oh, man!
All right, guys, let's take it down a notch and just cruise right into Bumper Patrol. It's where we talk about the thing that's kind of harshing our mellow this week. Got us a little down in the dumps, Ben.
Are you
what's
on
your
the
bummer?
juice?
What? Am I on what?
That's not the right slang, I guess. That might be steroids.
Yeah, I think so.
Are you on the stuff?
No, man, I'm just super mellow because I've been listening to Jeff Bridges' sleeping tapes, and it just really put me in a real zen-like state of mind.
Now you're gonna fall asleep in the podcast.
I'll try to stay awake until the end, but no promises are going to be made, my friend.
Okay, Jeff. Well, my bummer patrol this week is Brian requested it. Recent neighborly drama.
Yay, neighbor update. Your neighbors, I know you've had problems in the past, Ben, but I feel like they're probably good people deep down. You just need to really give them a second chance. Put yourself out there. Just talk to them. If you have a problem, their music's a little loud, just say, "Oh, hey, would you maybe turn it down a notch? Thanks. We're all in this together, man. I'm not trying to bring you down or anything. I'm just trying to do my thing, let you do your thing, and we just need to coexist, man." And that's how world peace is gonna be brought to your apartment complex.
Someone hit someone's mom.
Okay, well that's pretty bad. That's okay. All right, please explain how somebody hit somebody else's mom, Ben.
I'm not totally clear on every bit of this, but
Start from the middle, then go flashback to the beginning, then go to the end, but then flash back to like a prequel that happens before the story, and then go to like an alternate timeline where none of this happened.
All right. Well, if I start at the middle, the police showed up and arrested someone.
Okay. This is confusing. Okay, start at the beginning.
Okay. It started off like any other day. I mean, I was editing podcasts like I always do in my spare time and not just once a week.
Sure, of course.
There was loud music next door like there always is, and that one actually is all the time. I'm partly stalling, so I'm trying to look through my text to find where I started telling the story.
It's like you're setting up like a bizarro version of Ice Cube's "Today Was a Good Day." It's like woke up in the morning, dog was barking, weather was bad, stumped my toe, hot water was out.
Dog was barking, but that's not what happened this time. So, all right.
Mom cooked breakfast, but there was pork in it, and I'm like, I can't do pork.
I think I was was this yesterday that it happened?
Maybe the day before.
If it's the day before, I was trying to play a game called The Escapists, where you escape from multiple prisons throughout the game in creative ways. And I have to concentrate when I do that. I was probably also watching one of the Death Race movies, but on pause because I had to concentrate. So I'm just sitting here playing my game, and all of a sudden, I'm hearing all of this like slamming and like pounding and like yelling outside. And so I tried to just ignore it for a couple, like not a couple minutes, maybe for like 30 seconds, and it kept going. So I got a little bit concerned. I'd better go look outside and make sure everyone's alive still. So I paused the game. I said Xbox mute, and it muted the Xbox because I lost the remote like 3 weeks ago. I can't find it. That's not part of the story really, but I'm also bummed about that.
Just a little side note, a little world building.
A little mini bummer also.
Okay.
So you know how bummed out I'm already feeling.
So this is like a bummer patrol within a bummer patrol, like a bummer
Bumception.
exception.
I haven't seen that movie still.
It's a heist film. You'd enjoy it. Check it out.
I didn't know it was a heist film. I probably would have gotten around to it sooner. I've always wanted to see it. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
It's cool. Chris Nolan, he does good work.
Oh yeah, is that the guy you podcasted with before?
Oh yeah, me and Chris Nolan, we go way back.
You
I was
love
like, Chris, this Memento story seems pretty good, but what if you did it backwards? And he's like, "Oi, great idea! It is. It is."
Is that how every single British person talks?
Just the ones in my mind. I apologize.
Well, anyway, so I heard yelling, and I'm pretty sure it was our next door neighbor yelling at someone inside, and the outside guy who was my next door neighbor. Let's call him Chad. Let's call him Chad.
Oh, Chad! Don't say. You said it twice. Don't say it a third time, or I
Okay,
might
oh,
summon an unwanted guest.
like Beetlejuice. No, I won't say his. Well, I have to say his name because it's part of the. I'm calling him Chad. No.
Hey guys, did anyone call from Chad Snyder?
The power of Christ compels you to leave.
Okay. I guess I'm not wanted. Old Chad Snyder's not gonna be where he's not wanted.
All right, bye. Okay, so Chad was next door. Imagine Chad Snyder as our next door neighbor.
That sounds fun. I bet Chad Snyder parties.
No. See, I don't want a neighbor who parties. That's the problem. I want a quiet neighbor, especially during the daytime. So Chad was downstairs yelling at the lady downstairs, I think. So downstairs where the neighbor lady lives, she lives with her son. I don't know if she lives with him or if he just visits a lot, because it's only one bedroom. So I think he just visits a lot. But I'm not really positive on everything. I don't ask and get into their business, except for when they're yelling, and I could hear their business from the apartment I'm in now. So one was yelling, trying to get in, and was like, let me back in. And the other one's like, no. But he was more muffled. You couldn't really hear inside. The guy outside, Chad, was yelling, or I think it was him yelling, telling someone to put their shirt back on. I don't know what that was about. See, this whole thing is a mystery because I can't see into that apartment, and it's down lower.
So, is your next door neighbor an episode of Cops?
This whole thing is like an episode of Cops, but someone's shirt wasn't on. That's as much as I know. I don't think it was Chad, because as he came back upstairs, he had on like a hoodie and pajama pants and like a beanie to keep warm. I think his shirt was already on.
Okay.
In this case, I don't think he's necessarily the bad guy.
It's been very frigid, so I think they should probably have a shirt on anyway, maybe a coat or a sweater or something, just to keep warm.
Yeah. But see, both of our neighbors were home, and I think one of them, or our next door neighbors, I think one of them was sick, because I saw her later, and she was like she looked like she was really sick and rough that day. She was like sneezing and coughing everywhere. She's nice though, the next door neighbor lady. Anyway, so I was looking out the window. I actually opened it so I could hear better in case I need to be a witness to some kind of murder or something. You never know. So I had the window open. Next door neighbor lady who was sick came downstairs like coughing and sneezing, came back upstairs with a dog. And when she was down there, Chad was like, "You don't want to go in there. It's not good in there. You don't want to go in." And I was like, "What is happening?" But I didn't want to go down and get involved in something, just in case someone had weapons or, not a shirt on. I don't want to see that.
Smart move.
Well, so she brought the dog back up. And then right after she came up, Chad came upstairs, and I heard someone downstairs yelling, "You hit my mother." And then Chad, as he came up the stairs, said, "You troublemaking son of B word."
A troublemaking son of a bread maker.
Yeah.
Oh, why would he call somebody that?
I don't know. But I guess they make a lot of bread. They make a lot of dough.
Okay.
No, I don't know who he was talking to. All right, because the thing is, as I've learned, there was a mystery third person who I don't know, and I think that's who got arrested. But I'll get to that part in a second. So I was like, okay, something's going on. I heard you hit my mother. So I was like, well, I might want to call 911 just in case,
Sure,
because
sure,
it sounds like a good
absolutely.
idea. So I
Yeah.
went into the other room, and I called 911. They asked where I lived. I told them that. They asked where it happened, and I couldn't remember the number of the neighbor lady's apartment, so I said it's the one below 7. But I
Okay.
couldn't. I knew mine. I knew next door, but I did not know downstairs numbers. And after I told her what I heard, she's like, "Do you see anything specific?" I'm like, "No, I just heard a bunch of stuff from my apartment." She's like, well, don't worry, the police are already on their way." So I think someone else had already called, and I think it might have been our next door neighbors when they came upstairs.
Okay.
Now, see, I didn't know that they went back downstairs while I was in the bedroom, but they did. As I found out later, I saw them come back upstairs, and I got really confused for a second. I was like, "How did you come upstairs twice without going back down?" Then I remembered I did stay away from the
You-
window for a second.
You retweeted. You retreated to the bedroom to
I
make this phone
retweeted in
call.
the bedroom.
You got on Twitter. You found where your neighbor was complaining about domestic disturbance. You retweeted,
To the
and then you
local police
subtweeted the
department.
police department.
I do all of my retweeting in the bedroom. I do my favoriting in the kitchen. I do my modified tweets in the bathroom.
Sure, sure. Yeah, of course. It's good to have like a program for doing that kind of thing.
Yeah, each room is for a certain type of tweet. Anyway, so I came back out, and as I was like looking out the window, I saw the police pull up in one of their police SUVs, and there were 2 police SUVs that eventually showed up total.
Ooh.
They went downstairs, talked. I heard the knocking. I couldn't really hear much of what they were saying because the cops don't yell outside like our neighbors do. They were talking in normal tone in the voices. And then, next thing I know, they were leading someone out who was now wearing a shirt. I think it might have been the shirtless person because it looked like a sleeveless shirt. What's the nice
Okay.
term to call them that isn't wife beaters?
Is it a sleeveless shirt or is it like a tank top?
It's what people call wife beaters, but there has to be a normal term for that.
I don't know. Like it's like a tank top, right?
Is that what
you
that's
call
called?
those?
I never
think
thought of guys
so.
wearing tank tops. I've only ever heard that as a girl term, but I'm sure guys can too.
Sure, sure. I mean, yeah. I think tank top is not gender exclusive. I think a male could have a tank top.
Well, in this
I
case,
don't
I
know.
guess it would be a mom beater from what I've heard,
Well, yeah,
not a
yeah.
wife beater. But so I saw him getting led out to the SUV in handcuffs, and the cops were quiet most of the way. They were talking to him, but you couldn't hear it. It wasn't loud enough to hear the words like everyone else is around here. So they let him into to the SUV, and he did not want to get in. And he was saying, "Oh, no, I didn't do anything. What are you guys doing?"
I was set up. I'm a patsy. I'm a patsy. The U.S. government paid me to do it.
That I don't think that happened. But I don't know what was going. I couldn't tell who it was at the time. I could tell it wasn't Chad. I couldn't tell if it was a neighbor's son or not because I've only ever seen the back of his head through their window. Because if we come down our stairs, their window is right there, and someone often sits there, and it's not the neighbor lady.
Hmm.
So I always say I see the back of his head all the time. All I can see of this person was the back of their head, but it looked kind of similar. But I really couldn't tell if it was the same person, if it was her son or not. But he was like, "Yeah, I didn't do it. What are you doing? Don't put me in here." And the cop was like, "Get in the car now, or we'll put you in the car."
Follow the money. LBJ put me up to it.
No, that still didn't happen. Still not part of what happened. But eventually, he got in the car, and then I was standing there watching that. I couldn't tell what happened. It then, who I think was the neighbor's son, I'd never seen him before. He came up the stairs, and I was really confused because I thought that's who was being handcuffed at the time.
Hmm.
And suddenly someone came upstairs, but I'm pretty sure this was the neighbor's son, downstairs neighbor's
Okay.
son.
So there's a mystery element to it.
So
We
this
don't
is
know who
mystery
got
third
arrested.
person, and I'm pretty sure of this because it's something I'm going to get to in a second. Sorry, this story is weird. Well, then soon after they put him in the SUV, I think the other guy got in the car, and then this other cop went inside to talk to the downstairs neighbor lady again, I guess to make sure everything's okay, tell her what's going on or something. I don't know. Then our landlord's truck showed up and pulled along next to the SUV, the police SUV. I don't think they knew he was a landlord right away because they started driving off. Like they got in the car and started leaving right away, but then I noticed they turned around and came back. So I guess they were worried it was someone else because the landlord didn't park like normal, and he didn't identify himself as, "Hey, I'm the landlord." He just pulled up and sat in his truck for a little bit. I don't know how that happened. But then he came back. The landlord talked to the cops, talked to the guy in the back seat, and I could hear him because he's kind of loud. And he said, do you know who I am? And you can't hear the guy in the SUV. But he's like, I'm the owner of these properties. I don't ever want to see you back on these premises again, or I'll call the police. And so I was pretty sure at that point it wasn't our next door neighbor. It wasn't neighbor lady's downstairs son, because they both probably already know him by now.
Okay.
Had to be mystery third person.
What's your landlord look like? Because I imagine him looking like a slightly out of shape Liam Neeson.
No. I mean,
And then in my head he's like, "Do you know who I am?
no, nothing like Liam Neeson.
I own these properties, and I never want to see you here again.
No, not like that.
If I see you here, I will find you." Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Maybe like a less beardy Santa Claus.
Okay.
Imagine Santa Claus without a beard and mustache and all that.
But
And-
still the red suit.
yeah, he wears the red suit everywhere.
Okay, all right.
Santa is my
Yeah.
landlord.
Okay, cool. I mean, he's got to do something the other 11 months out of the year, I guess.
Well, and he's not nearly as fat as Santa is.
Okay, well, Santa probably loses the weight in the off season just kind of so he can blend in, so he can be one of us. Just a slob like
But
one of us.
if he wanted to, then wouldn't he just not lose weight?
Just a stranger on the
Because
bus.
I thought like the obesity in America is a lot higher than the not, or at least it's higher than normal, not than not.
The not.
So if you want to blend
You
in,
know.
he should stay the same.
So I mean, Santa he wants to, but he doesn't look like Santa Claus though. I mean, a lot of people kind of probably look like Santa Claus, bikers or people's grandfathers. He just wants to just look like a dude.
There's a janitor at my high school who liked being called Santa, and he looked a lot like he often played Santa.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's kind of one of those things where if you just happen to fall into that look, it's a good way to make money during the holidays, I guess.
Yeah, be all the extra Santas that Santa can't get to. But yeah, so that happened, and then he left, and not the landlord, the SUV with the arrested guy. I heard the landlord asking when the report would be in so he could have it. I want to know what was in the report. I don't know if I'm allowed to just ask the landlord without sounding super nosy.
Sure, ask to get a copy of that report. The Freedom of Information Act, right, Ben? That's a thing
but I
that
don't know how
applies
do
to
that.
this.
I'm just really curious about what exactly happened and who I should be on the lookout for if they show up again, so I can call
Well,
the landlord.
If you see anybody suspicious, you have to ask them to turn around so you can look at the back of their head. It's like, that's him. He had the initials. He had the initials VD in the back of his head. I don't know what it stands for.
I often see suspicious-looking people here, so that doesn't help enough.
Okay.
But yeah, and then he told the cop about something about beer boxes around the back of around the apartments. I don't know what that was about, but anyway.
It's weird. Well, that sounds like a traumatic event, Ben. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I hope all parties are okay. I hope somebody's mother is fine.
Me too, because she's a nice lady. She's just loud.
Yes.
She's really nice though. An ambulance came a few weeks before that when my sister was here. We were all hanging out, and then an ambulance showed up, and she had to be driven away. I don't know what happened that time.
Wow. You should, talk to your neighbors, get to know them. Be real friendly like.
The next door neighbor likes talking to me about things I don't want to talk about. Not on the podcast. I just don't want to talk about in general. I don't want jokes about, is that mail for me? Like, no, it's not. I don't think that's particularly funny.
Maybe you're like the cool neighbor, and he desperately wants your approval.
Ooh.
And then you just keep give him the cold shoulder, and that makes it like more of a challenge. He wants to win you over.
Well, my sister had a creepy moment one time where I think she was coming over to hang out. I think maybe even record her punny disposition segment the first time. It might have been that. I don't remember exactly. But she came over. She was in the parking lot. She just sat there for a little bit. I think trying to finish up whatever song she was on. And the neighbor was outside with a couple other people out by his truck, just looking at it, or I guess. And then they tried to tell her, "No, don't worry. You can get in the car. We don't bite." And I think she said that she was pretty creeped out by it.
Yeah, it sounds like an appropriate reaction. That's not a thing to say to other human beings, right?
Probably not regularly. Maybe if you already know them and you're being friendly about it. But this was like the first time they ever talked to her. They don't know who she is.
Sure. Yeah. In terms of like stranger etiquette, that is a strict no. In fact, if you don't know somebody, just try not to make eye contact. That's what I do.
But is it a common like small talk or a way to start up small talk is to ask if whatever they're carrying is for them? Is that a thing people do?
Maybe, I mean, like a certain caliber of person, maybe like a certain like a real. It seems like a real subset of humanity would do that. I don't know. I'm not passing judgment on people,
Because
but
we were
I feel like there's certain people I could see doing that.
because this happened again, like the is that for me thing, but with our downstairs neighbor lady. My sister and I had just bought some stuff for Megan's birthday party that we were doing. As we were carrying the cake and the presents out, the neighbor lady said, "Oh, is it a party for me? Is that my stuff?"
You're right. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, now that I think about it, this has happened too many times. Didn't that happen at your hotel when you're visiting Atlanta? Like we were
Oh yeah.
we were like leaving with like I was carrying a television. I had a television in my hand,
Look like you were
and
stealing a TV.
I
The
looked like I
TVs
was
there
taking a
weren't that
TV.
nice.
Yeah, they're terrible. It looks like I was taking a TV from this hotel, and we're going around the back exit. And I don't know what you guys had. You had like a
I had a
drink
bunch of
or
food, I think, and board
you had
games.
food. Yeah. And we go to the door, and then these drunk dudes, like these guys have been drinking. They were intoxicated. Let's just say they're intoxicated dudes. They kind of stumble in. They're like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And weren't they like, "Oh, they got food. Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to hang out with these guys."
Like, yeah,
And
looks like a party.
and then we just laughed politely, like, "Oh yeah, you guys."
Yep, you sure
then
got us.
And then we got out of there as quickly as we could.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was weird.
It's weird that he did not ask if the television was for him.
Maybe he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, I won't tell if you don't tell about you stealing it."
Yes, yes.
No, it's because that was not the TV you stole. That was, you stole a different TV.
I did
That's
not steal
what I
any
meant to say.
televisions. I dispute everything Ben's saying right now.
If we wanted to, which we didn't, there was a whole pile of them in the stairwell directly next to the exit door.
That's right. There's a big pile of televisions right by the exit.
It was weird.
That's a pretty shady place.
We'll tell that story in the past.
Yes, yes. For another podcast for another day.
Well, that's my latest update. It's not really Bumper Patrol as much as it is I'm concerned that someone got hurt and I don't know who to be looking for. Patrol.
Yeah, that a little bit darker than we usually go for these segments, and I
It's
feel like
close to a danger zone, except I was in no danger in this one.
I feel like in comparison, mine seems very trivial. It's gonna be hard to follow that.
Is it Trivial Pursuit?
It is. I hate Trivial Pursuit.
The
Shaking
podcast.
my fist.
We could do that as a podcast, right?
Trivial Pursuit.
Just the two of us playing Trivial Pursuit and getting a lot of questions wrong.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good. That'll be a special bonus podcast at
And
some point.
then Anne coming in and owning us because she's really good.
She is very good at trivia.
She
Too
Googles
good.
it all. She Googles it all. That's what I'm going to claim
What?
now.
Oh man, you're blowing the lid off this thing, man. Trivia Gate, right?
Unless she-
Is that?
oh,
Can we say
no,
that?
that was a Bumper Patrol once. No gates. No gates allowed.
Ben is
Bill
very-
Bill Gates is allowed.
Very anti-gate. If Bill Gates was ever caught in any kind of scandal, would it become Gatesgate?
Yeah, it'd be Gatesgate.
Oh well, then I'm just gonna cross my fingers and hope that he gets pulled over.
What if he gets in trouble for doing something while
illegal?
ice skating? Skategate.
Skategate. Yeah, that's the world I want to live in, man. I want to live in the world where I can pick up a paper, a copy of the Atlanta Journal, and the headline's just like Gate.
Scapegoat.
Scapegoat. Blah, blah, blah. Blah,
Escapes.
blah, 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 blah.
Escapes something.
Sorry.
Escapes gate.
This is nonsense. I apologize to everyone.
Gates. Gate. Scapegoat. Scapes-gate.
Yep. I think that's as far as we can take this thing.
Podcast title.
Could be. That's a good candidate.
All of ours are going to be just like weird, kind of rhyming words now.
Yeah, rhyming or alliterative or something like that.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I've gone on way too long about my half danger zone Bumper Patrol.
Okay.
What's
well,
yours? What's you bummed about?
I'll keep mine brief
Not boxers.
because not boxers, maybe a boxer brief. It
Pelican brief.
it doesn't really need that much time. You know, it's not an epic tale that I'm gonna weave here. I'm just gonna lay this out on the table. My bummer patrol for the week is lip balm.
Oh, why?
No, maybe not lip balm. Lip balm's good. It does a fantastic job doing what it's advertised to do. Here's my thing. Here's my bumper. My bumper patrol is my crippling lip balm dependency.
Oh, that's a thing.
It is. It is. Yeah. If I don't balm up these lips, man, it gets real bad. It looks like I'm wearing lipstick. It's real dry. It's terrible. And also, I can never keep up with them. I lose lip balm and I have to buy more lip balm, and then eventually I end up with like 10 lip balms. It's awful. It's a mess, especially in the winter. That's balm season. You really need to have plenty of balm on hand. Plus, I work in a frigid environment anyway, so that really irritates the whole scenario.
Yeah.
So, kids, this is a little public service to the young listeners out there. Don't get wrapped up in the lip balm scene if you don't have to. Just
Don't start taking the balm.
don't make the mistakes I've made.
You really have taught us a lot today, Brian.
I know. I feel like I educated a few people. We had some laughs.
I have
few
heard
tears were shed.
that it's actually is somewhat addictive. I forgot where exactly I read it. Something about when you put it on, the feeling it gives you as you put it on is purposefully meant to make you feel like you want to feel that feeling again.
Oh no. Mine is just to get a certain response, like a physical response, like, oh, my lips are feeling a little dry. I need this. It's
Yeah.
not.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what it does. It makes you think you feel it more than you normally would if you didn't have it on.
No, man, it's not in my mind, man. I need it. I need this balm.
The early show says lip balm is addictive. I'm on lipbalmanonymous.com right now. A lot of people are saying things about how it is. There definitely seems to be a connection between lip licking and lip balm usage too.
I'm bad at lip
See,
licking.
that's because you have it on, maybe.
No,
Or you
it's,
feel like you need it on.
I'm just saying, it's fine. Like, once we get to the summer, the horrible 10-month long Atlanta summer, I'm fine. But during the winter, just if I don't use it for a few days, I'm okay. But once you get to like day 5, then they're kind of cracked and dry, and they're redder than they should be. It looks like I'm wearing lipstick. It's a bad scene, man.
Is
It's a bad
you all
scene.
over again?
No. It's completely different. This is not me replacing one addiction with another.
I'm pretty sure that's what this is.
No, I don't know about that, but we'll see. My brand of choice, Carmex, good quality lip balm product.
So one is one of the bumper patrols this week, someone who apparently hit some older lady, and yours is
yeah.
lip balm.
Yeah, I know. I don't make me feel bad about this. I knew. Should I start going first? Because all mine are like
First world problem.
I hate it when you pull up. You're driving at night and you pull up to a red light and there's nobody else around, but you have to stop anyway. Arr.
That is the worst. I mean, not having to stop, but it waits so long to notice that you're there and let you go.
You sit there for 2 minutes without seeing another living soul, but yet you have to wait.
And you're like, can I run this? Would it matter? No one's here, but there's a camera maybe, and it might be working.
That's true. Then you'll get a ticket in the mail like a month later.
Could you argue that like there's obviously no one around, and I've been sitting here for 2 minutes? I'm fine. Or is
Maybe.
it too bad?
I'm not sure. I don't know how the legal system works, Ben. I'm not experienced in it.
Really?
Well, it's, don't blow the lid off of a future danger zone, Ben.
That time you got arrested
All right,
for murder.
That's slanderous, Ben. I never was arrested for that murder. Oh, wait, no.
Which
Sorry.
murder?
I didn't. No murders. No arrests, no murders. My record is clean.
Clean as apple pie. Okay, so what's next?
All right. Well, let's move into a
That's
new
my job,
segment.
to always
We're
ask what's next.
I'm constantly having to remind Ben what's next. It's
I
his show as
always
much as mine.
forget.
You think he would know the format, but okay. And that does it for Bummer Patrol this week. We have a new segment coming up about books called Reading Railroad. But first, we have this quick word from a sponsor.
Hey friend, how's it going? What are you playing here?
I'm playing generic jumping everyman.
I used to play that, but there's other games out there too.
There are other games. This is the only game that I know.
You poor soul.
Poor soul. You gotta expand your horizons.
How am I gonna know which games are worth my time without a podcast out there with 3 friends who come together to discuss what games they're playing, games they don't like to play, and talk about spoilers and non-spoilers and warn before either section.
And talk about music.
And talk about the music.
Well, that's oddly specific. Have I got the podcast for you? Welcome to Simon's Cake Podcast, a video game podcast.
Whoa.
With specifically everything that he just mentioned.
We get together every day
As often as they can.
and talk about all the games on all platforms.
Every platform that they own.
How would I get in touch with such a pod?
Well, that's easy as cake. Via the internet. Starting with WordPress.
SimonsCake.wordpress.com.
Twitter.
At Simon's Cake.
Facebook.
Simon's Cake Podcast.
Instagram.
Simon's Cake Games.
And email.
SimonsCakeGames@gmail.com. Subscribe to us on iTunes.
Oh, I'm downloading this right now.
Take a look, it's in a book.
Reading Railroad. Okay, welcome to Reading Railroad. This is our brand new, first time ever on the show.
Choo choo.
Literary podcast, or it's not podcast. It's not. This is not a literary podcast. It's our literature
It's literally
podcast.
a podcast.
That's not literature.
What's literally a podcast?
No. This is literally a podcast. This is our segment about books and various literatures. Ben, I don't know. Are we each picking a thing, or are we just talking about stuff?
We're just talking about books.
Okay. You read anything
Cookbooks.
good lately, Ben? Anything good?
Yeah. I read a book once.
Okay. Cool. Cool story, man. I really.
It's been a while since I've read a full book. Last one I read, I think, all the way through was 11/22/60 something.
11/22/63. I'm in the process of reading that one right now. Actually.
Yeah, I liked the start and I liked the end. Did not care for the middle so much.
Kind of drags. Not the pacing's off to you.
I was expecting a Stephen King time travel masterpiece, which parts 1 and 3 are. Part 2 is a love story that takes place back in time. There's no
Okay,
time travel. It's just him. That's it.
For anyone unfamiliar, 11/22/63, of course, is it's a later day Stephen King book, maybe 2011, 2012,
Somewhere around there.
Somewhere in there. It's about a man who's a high school English teacher, and a friend of his owns a diner, and then he discovers one day that it sounds ridiculous when I say it. When I'm reading the book, I'm like, of course, yeah, that makes total sense. He finds out that there's a portal in the back of this diner to 1958, I think.
It sounds so dumb now. I never
It
thought about
does.
it before.
Yeah. But
How did he
it's
never
not-
notice there's a portal in the back of his diner? You think he would know that kind of thing? Like accidentally putting stock away and it flies through the vortex.
Yeah, but to be fair, like he talks about setting up shop there and discovering the portal like day 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. It sounds pretty silly when I say it out loud, but it's done well. It's a time travel book, and this guy has this plan to go back to 1958 and live in the past for several years, and it's about them trying to prevent the JFK assassination in '63. That's the gist of it so far.
Yeah. First he tries to stop another crime from happening to test if that works, and he doesn't quite get it down. It's not super easy, and the problem is you always come back to that exact same time in 58. So you have to live a bunch of time in the past. So I guess in the modern day, if people saw you, they'd be like, wow, you're looking years older today.
And then, yeah. And then every time you go through, though, it resets. Like you're never going to run into yourself because every time you go through, it's like a fresh restart.
Yeah, which is a kind of cool idea. I liked that a lot. But I wish they would have kept doing that instead of the love story in the middle.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm about a quarter of the way into it right now, but I guess the middle of it kind of just becomes like a piece of historical fiction.
Yeah,
I guess, just about a
that's
guy
not
living
what I was
in
looking
the
for.
1950s.
And nothing even like supernatural or weird happens in that part that I can remember, which is
Yeah,
still weird because it's Stephen King. I was kind of expecting that when I read it.
I mean, but to be fair, I guess the opening of it is so bananas, just like getting you into the door. It's like, all right, it's a rift in time to 1958. Yeah, gonna hang out. Wait, let me finish. And then there's a chunk of 400 pages that's just him living life, waiting to stop the JFK assassination, I guess.
That reminds me of what the movie I watched recently on Netflix. I know it's books, but still, the movie I watched recently on Netflix with Jason Statham in it called Blitz, where like the very first scene is him kicking some like hoodlums' butts who are trying to like break into someone's car, and then he's a detective trying to solve a serial killer murder, and he's not doing anything awesome or cool. And at the very end, he is again for like one short time, and then it's over. So they drew me in with Statham fighting people, and then it wasn't at all about him fighting people.
That's how you keep people in the seats. By you open in Act 1, you set up Jason Statham beating some fools up, and then in Act 3, you do it again. Call it a movie. You're done.
Yeah, in the middle you can have whatever you want, which is what they did. The movie wasn't bad. I thought it was pretty interesting, but it wasn't what I was expecting when I started watching it. But still, that's how I felt about the book. 11/22/63.
Yep.
I always forget the
and
year.
1963. Yeah, I mean it's interesting. I mean, I might end up enjoying it more than you did, just because I kind of like the time period stuff. Does it become? Does the middle of the book just become like Mad Men? Because that would be cool with me.
It's not as dramatic as I can remember. I thought it was mostly just like a love story. Like,
Okay.
oh, I love this person, and then they're in love.
Mad Men's kind of a love story between Don Draper and
Alcohol.
cigarettes.
Oh,
Alcohol. Sorry, we were going for the same joke.
Yeah. So, all right, that's our segment. It's over.
Yep, it's done. Although, hey, 11/22/63 though, it's being turned into a miniseries, being produced by J.J. Abrams, starring James Franco. So keep an eye out for that coming in the future sometime. Who knows?
I hope it's like the Dead Zone TV show, where all right, the Dead Zone book, which is also Stephen King, because this is a Stephen King theme this week, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. It's not like we're gonna always do this about Stephen King.
Sure, we aren't. But next time, Stephen King.
Should we just rename it like All Hail the King or something like that? Just be a little more honest.
This way we can talk about any other books that we happen to read some other point.
Okay.
It's kind of like a book club segment, maybe, if we wanted to do that. Everyone read
Sure,
this
sure.
book. You have this many weeks before we do the podcast again.
Demanding everybody go out, pick up a copy of The Stand, and then next week we'll talk about it.
Good luck finding time to read that in a week. No, all right, but the Dead Zone, a guy is like a teacher, I think, and he has like a girlfriend, and then there's a carnival, and he gets into a car accident, and he's in a coma for years and years and years. He wakes up later. He suddenly can like psychically see things by like touching items or like a person's shoulder or something. But the girlfriend that he was with is now married, and then he ends up stopping some murder from happening. And then there's also like a door-to-door Bible salesman who's like he runs for president in the future, and he's going to end the world if he gets elected president. And in the Dead Zone, he's trying to stop him. In the TV show, meeting that guy who's the Bible salesman who wants to run for president doesn't happen until the end of the first season. In the middle, he's using his gift to solve crimes and mysteries.
Okay.
And generally just help out people. It's not always like working with the cops. He's just trying to help people who are having issues. But what if they did that for 11/22/63, where he finds this portal and he just uses it to stop things from happening in 1958?
It's only a 9-episode miniseries, so
Yeah,
I
well
think
now
they're
like
gonna-
6 episodes are going to be him falling in love.
I don't know. We'll see. J.J. Abrams is involved. I'll check it out. We'll see how it goes. But your criticisms have been noted, Ben.
Yeah, what else? Have you read anything else?
Let's see. What else? I thought we were done. I thought we were just gonna knock this thing out.
We
real
can
quick.
end it there.
I want to talk
I was
about.
going to talk about Needful Things.
Oh, I haven't read that one yet.
Well, I wasn't going to talk about it in spoilery terms, really. Just that I recommend it.
You fully recommend Needful Things.
It is my
Would
favorite
you-
one, and I think the movie of it was actually pretty decent. I liked
Okay.
it quite a bit, and people don't really talk about that one very much. I don't know why. I thought it was pretty good.
Huh. Needful Things. It's definitely on my list.
Don't watch the movie first, because the book is more fleshed out and detailed, but the movie is a good representation of that, unlike the other one that we talk about regularly.
Can we talk just ever so briefly about the upcoming sequel to Kill a Mockingbird?
Yeah, it's the book segment.
That's crazy, right? That's the great. Like, I remember waking up and reading that on Twitter and thinking it was a joke. It's like Harper Lee to release second book. I'm like, all right.
3 Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, that's going to be the end of the trilogy, of course. I don't know. I mean, it's a weird curiosity. There's some like controversy around the whole situation right now, but I don't know. When it comes out in July or June, I'll probably pick it up. I feel like it might be perhaps one of the best-selling books of all time, just because the potential audience is any body that ever took a ninth grade literature class.
I never read that one in literature, and that's not because
Huh?
I didn't want to. We just didn't read that one. I
Well,
don't, remember, I don't know why.
That's
we
weird.
read A Separate Piece. That's something.
Oh yeah. I did that one too.
The only thing I remember about that book is the word jounce.
You carried the word jounce with you for many years.
Someone jounced a tree limb, and we all thought that word was just the best, so we used the word as much as we could. So I remember the word jounced.
What did I take away from A Separate Piece? The thing I took away from A Separate Piece was the name Phineas. That's it. I'm like, oh, Phineas, it's a good name. I'm gonna store that one for later. And then some cartoon platypus or something is using it now, so it ruins it for me.
I think the platypus was not named Phineas. There are 2 humans in that cartoon, I think. And I think one of them is named Phineas.
Oh, see, I have not seen this cartoon, so I don't know.
I
was
played
under the impression it was about a platypus named Phineas.
No, I think it's like a secondary character, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's like Mr. Krabs is to SpongeBob, where it's about SpongeBob and like Squidward and Patrick, but Mr. Krabs is there pretty often.
Okay, so the platypus is a real Mr. Krabs type character is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Oh, one other thing I learned from Separate Piece: how to correctly spell separate.
Oh, that's good to know.
I mean, I know before that I would often misspell it as, PER. I learned from that class it's par. Separate.
Separate. A separate piece.
And I learned peace isn't spelled Piece in that book.
Did you? Okay.
No, I knew
all
that
right.
one already.
That's a little late in life to figure that out. That's
I
cool,
did know
though.
that one. Although separate piece spelled like that does make sense. No, I'd like a separate piece of chicken from the one you threw on the ground.
Why would somebody throw a piece of chicken on the ground just out of spite? It's like, yeah, see this chicken? That's your chicken on the floor.
Like, no, I want a separate piece.
I mean, they're not conjoined pieces of chicken. Like, you
Photoshop
don't.
challenge.
I don't even know what that one means.
Someone angrily throwing chicken on the floor.
And then a separate piece of chicken.
Yeah, a separate piece of chicken that is nice and like delicious looking.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
how about there's a Photoshop challenge for everything we ever talk about on a podcast?
Sure, yeah, just a photograph that sums up all 41 episodes of this podcast.
Oh God, that would be the worst idea ever. You could do a podcast by podcast.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair too.
Any other book news?
Well, I had some other things to talk about. Are we running long? Do we have time to?
I have no idea about the total time.
Well, we have a lot of feedback.
We do have a lot of feedback. We can talk about that stuff not next week, some other week.
Another day, another
like
chat for another time.
Let us know if you like it. If you don't, let us know that too, in as mean terms as you can.
Absolutely. If you like it, write in. Tell us what kind of books to read about.
To write about.
Tell us what kind of books to talk about. We'll talk about them even if we didn't read them. We'll just go off the top of the head, make it up. Who knows?
Yeah, you can read the Spark Notes for it and use that.
Sure. Yeah.
Or
if you have
Madame
any
Bovary. Sorry.
What do you hate?
Madame Bovary. I didn't. All right. I hated Heart of Darkness more than Madame Bovary. I didn't like Madame Bovary though. That's just thinking of a book I really didn't like.
That's a book non-recommendation. You do not recommend people check that out.
It was one we had to read. I liked Siddhartha. That was pretty good. But yeah.
Yeah, guys write in book stuff. And if you have any book recommendations, don't read Carrie.
I recommend Carrie. I did not like Carrie.
Not a Carrie fan.
Anyway,
I like the novel The Shining.
That is a good one.
We'll talk about that some other time. Sure. Feel free to write in if you have any book recommendations for us or the other listeners. Go
Especially
ahead,
if
write
it's
in.
Stephen King.
Of course, yeah. although we might have already read it or at least heard about it at that point. But
yes.
Let's move forward to fan feedback.
Sounds.
The mail's here.
Oh, great. Thanks.
What's this? A letter for me.
All right, here we are in listener feedback. If you want to write into the show, we highly encourage you do that. The email address is going to be happycastfeedback@gmail.com. Write in, share your bumper patrols, your happy hours, book recommendations, Netflix picks, anything, we want to hear from you. Check out our website, happycast.website. Follow us on Twitter. at HappyCast. Give us a call. We have a phone number on the website. Just go to the website. All the information you need is probably on happycast.website.
If it's not there, it's all on Facebook for sure. I put it in a contact section specifically at the top.
Yep.
You can click contact us. Everything should be there. Our personal phone numbers, how you can fax us.
I did not okay that.
Whoops.
I don't want my. Can we take that down?
No.
Okay. I mean, if there's too much trouble, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, it's way difficult. So if you want to call us up at home if you have questions, or if you want to fax us some like files.
We'll do tech support on the podcast. If you're having trouble downloading the podcast, we'll walk you through it. Maybe you need to update your iTunes.
We'll teach you how to review a podcast and what to say.
Yeah, we'll tell you exactly what to write in your iTunes review.
Wacky, goofy fun. There. Say that.
That's it. That's a review.
That's it. 4.5 stars.
What? You can't give out half stars.
Oh well. So, yeah. Feedback. Oh, I have to pull all this stuff up, don't I?
We don't have any feedback. We should, yeah.
It looks like our listener shaming from the last podcast worked before anyone heard it. It was impressive.
Yeah, we had a ton of feedback in before that podcast even hit. So sorry about that, guys. It's our bad.
You keep stalling while I accidentally was signed in to the wrong email for a secret other email.
There's another email?
Well, no, I was secretly signed in to a different email account. That was set up today.
All right. I'll do the first piece of feedback. This one's from the New Today.
Oh, good. Yeah, read that one.
Okay. The New Today. Let me have a sip of water so I can properly read this email in my reading voice. New Today says no subject. That's the subject line. No subject. There's no subject to this email.
Do you know
probably
how to use the subject line, sister?
I do. Oh, I don't know.
No, I know you do, but I don't.
So there's no subject to this email, but it goes on. Yar bromigos. I'm kind of drawing a blank on a happy hour in Bummer Petrol, so I'll tell you about the car incident.
Oh, for previous listeners who somehow missed the last episode but are listening to this one, the car incident, my sister accidentally got in a car, or almost got in a car with the wrong person that she doesn't know, a stranger.
Okay,
that's what happened.
We requested details, and here we go.
Previously on HappyCast.
Oh, and Bride's not my name. I don't know.
Funky Unky Bride's what she calls you.
Okay. I get what you mean about missing shades. If I actually decide to wear glasses, I usually don't when I'm driving, so I can wear shades. 'Cause who needs vision when you drive? Well, no. Listen, she's making a good point. Maybe I'll leave my glasses at home and wear shades.
No.
I only can't read street signs, but I know where I'm going, so it's not really necessary. Street signs. Remember, kids, street signs, they're unimportant.
Unless you get pulled over and they see that you have corrective lenses on that you're supposed to wear, and then you get in trouble.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe you should wear glasses when you drive, or at least contacts, or clip-on sunglasses. Those exist.
But they look way dorky, though. Don't do clip-on sunglasses.
But they flip up.
Okay, you got me. You won me over. That's pretty cool. When they flip up, you look like Dwayne Wayne from a different world.
See? Need that. Anyway, wear glasses when you drive. That's the lesson of the podcast.
That's the takeaway. That's what we call that.
Oh, yeah, takeaway.
She continues by saying, anyway, I was out with Da Madre, and I wasn't wearing any seeing aids. Okay, see, this is why you need to wear... Anyway, I wasn't wearing any seeing aids, but I was going into a store to get a couple of things and search for Amiibros. See, that's an actual... I'm like, I don't know what this... Never heard of an Amiibro.
She's weird. Amiibos, Nintendo thing, little statuettes that you can also use to interact with different games on the Wii U, and soon now the new 3DS. Little nice figurines. We have a handful of them. They're nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't have recognized the word Amiibos, but I think Amiibro is a nice upgrade. Search for Amiibros. It was night, and I'm still not completely familiar with her car because it's gray and really generic looking.
That's true.
So I finally get outside and kind of remember the general area she parked in, And so I start walking toward a gray car that looks generic. And I see somebody sitting inside with short hair looking at their phone. And I'm like, oh, I found it. So I walk around the side, get really close, but I'm still wary. So I just stand there. I'm sorry. But I just stand there with my hand out before I turn around and see her sitting in a different car looking at me like I'm insane. So I quickly back up, and then that person left. I probably scared whoever it was. Hey, oops. Key to Pappy's the new today.
This is why you should wear glasses or contacts.
If you were wearing glasses, who knows? Generic cars look pretty generic, so it might have happened anyway.
I don't know. She should be able to see who's inside of the car, and that it was some stranger.
I apologize for losing my mind halfway through that email.
It's okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, what's up next?
Next up is another letter, or an e-letter, from...
An electronic letter?
Yeah, we got an e-letter from listener Q.
Oh, a Q. What does Q have to say?
Q has to say that it signed me out, so I have to sign back in. There we go. Subject, feedback. See, that's how you do it new today. Subject, feedback, so we know it's not spam. Which also has titles sometimes, but anyway. Dear B&B.
It's not like spam hasn't cracked the code on how to put a subject line.
Yeah, now they're not good subject lines. Not podcast appropriate.
If you guys want to send an email to the podcast with some kind of like spam sounding subject line, I would approve of that.
Yeah, everyone do that now. We win lots of lotteries according to our spam. I don't know why we've never gone in for it. I mean, we'd be able to fund our own podcast instead of having Slade do it.
Of course, we'd be like financially free at that point. You know, I won the British lottery many years ago on a different podcast, but that was ages ago, and I spent all those doubloons. I don't know what kind of money they use over there, but
on spew.
On spew, yeah, it's all gone.
Wasted on spew. Anyway, Q says, "Dear B&B, I'm totally stealing that. That's what we are now, B&B. Regarding the whole test thing, yeah, it was pretty upsetting. I was planning on doing the assignments anyway, but I'm behind because the class I added to replace this one meets at the same time, so I can't even audit the class."
Let's just set this up for the same person.
That's a good point.
For the same person that didn't hear last week's podcast establishing that your sister almost got into a car with a stranger. Q wrote in some time back talking about test taking, not taking tests well, starting a class where the first thing was a test everyone had to take. If you fail the test, you get dropped from the class. You can't take the class. And so she, you know, not a great test taker, didn't pass the test, tried to write the dude like, dude, what's up? What are we going to do, dude? And that's a spot on Q impression, I'm assuming.
That sounds just like her, I think.
And she didn't get a response at all. So we...
Yeah, so she's a new class.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
continue.
So apparently she has a new class. She couldn't even audit it because it meets at the same time as the other one. Plus, it's difficult since my friends in the class refuse to help me. I don't know why for sure, but my impression is that since I failed that test, I'm not qualified to be in the class.
Not cool. Not cool, friends.
Yeah, not cool. You should go to the friend zone, where a friend can be friend.
Over on the east side of town.
I might be the west side of town.
Oh, west side.
I've never been. I don't know.
Over next to Taco Mel's.
Yeah, I know that much. Next to Taco Mel's. That's a great restaurant. Brian, you're obviously not dumb, but I do think you have a point. Test taking is definitely a skill.
You know, I don't know. You know, let's agree to disagree. I feel like the current status of my intellect is intentionally left ambiguous. There's plenty to support either case. And it's much like the ending of the movie Inception. I just leave it to people to come to their own conclusions.
I've never seen it.
Oh, Ben, the ending of Inception is a little bit ambiguous, so heads up.
Well, I've played many a game, board, and video with you, especially the board ones. You are not dumb. You are not dumb. Everyone write in and tell Brian how not dumb he is.
I believe,
or if you think he's dumb, write that in too.
I believe 90 seconds ago I claimed that the currency of Great Britain was doubloons.
Yeah, but how serious were you?
70%?
No. I totally agree it was really rude to not write back. I mean, I practically begged him for a second chance, and to not even respond seems absolutely cruel to me. I do have an update, though. I talked to my advisor since I had no idea what to do. Apparently, quite a few people had complained about this test thing, so he told me to talk to the head of the department. The head told me to add back the class, but I would need the instructor's permission. I went to the teacher, and he gave me a comprehensive exam that was much harder than the original quiz, which I passed. Oh, snap.
Take that, burn, yo.
So now I'm taking 5 graduate classes, 2 of which are at the same time. You need a time turner, like Hermione in Harry Potter 3. Prisoner of Azkaban. I had to think for a second to remember which one that was. That's what she did. She did 2 classes at the same time, but time turnered her way to do them both. Most people take 3 graduate classes at a time. I hope I'm still sane at the end of the semester. I do too,
Wow.
Q.
It's quite impressive.
Anyway, regarding a series of unfortunate events, I'm not sure how they're planning on doing the episodes. The first few books are extremely short, but the later books are fairly long. Since the author is involved, maybe some extra content could flesh out the shorter books. That's a good idea. I like that Ben mentioned it's a dark comedy for kids. One of the things I love about the books is that they never seem to dumb things down too much. That is true. It's like they're clever, witty books. And Brian's right. Daniel Handler says he is Lemony Snicket's representative. I think he's hilarious. I haven't read the All the Wrong Questions series yet, which is about Lemony Snicket and a prequel to the Unfortunate Events series, but I hear it's also good. I never heard about that, but I want to read those now. I didn't know there was more.
I've read none of these books, but I find them conceptually interesting. The whole business around it seems fun. So maybe I'll check out that show when it comes out.
Oh yeah, it's good. Read the books too. Get them for the kid in the house.
Oh, Brian no like book hard to read. Ah.
No, you can read Stephen King. You can read it at least a 4th grade level then.
Wait, is that a Stephen King burn?
No. 4th graders should not be reading his books, even though I did when I was in junior high. That's not 4th grade.
Take that, greatest living American author.
No, I just meant he doesn't use like overly complicated words regularly, like a lot of older classic books do.
You're right.
He writes at a level that people can read, but still be entertaining and have like ideas and thoughts and metaphors.
True enough.
True dat. Regarding politics, not sure how to possibly decide against Ms. Fizbiz and the new Today for president. Certainly looking forward to the first debate. I think the first act of president should be to get Neil Orange Peel better internet. Oh, maybe Q should run for president.
Agreed. I don't know, Ben. This 2-party system seems to be working out pretty well.
How about vice president?
I mean, Fizbiz and the new Today, neither one of them has announced a running mate. I think, we're
that's true.
pretty early in the campaign. We need to wait to see where they're going, what kind of moves they're going to make on that front. But, who knows? The sky's the limit on this thing.
That is true. Well, actually, 2020 is the limit.
Oh, you're right. I referred to 2020 as the sky.
Ooh, I'll try to remember that. This has been a long, rambling email, so I will end it here. Preserve happy Q. I like that one. P.S.
It's a good compromise.
Give Anne a pedantic segment.
The offer's on the table. If she wants to do a segment of any kind.
Sounds like a throwdown to me.
I don't think no gauntlet has been thrown. Nothing has been thrown of any nature.
Gauntlets,
so I'm not
gloves, towels, they've all been thrown into the ring.
Wow, it's a crowded ring then. They need to get somebody to clear that ring out.
Why are so many things thrown into rings? Saying wise.
I'm not sure. I never really thought about it until now.
Pedantic. PPS. Brian.
That would be the name of it. Good job.
I solved it.
We already named it.
You have to pause for the middle syllable to make it make sense. PPS. Brian, I loved your best man speech for Ben's wedding. I kept thinking, I want the speech read at my wedding someday.
If anybody listening right now is ever going to get married and they're, in a spot where they don't have a best man, they need somebody to fill in,
Get
make
both
a
of us.
speech, I'm available. Ben is not available.
What? No, we have to travel to listener weddings across the world so we can read speeches in live podcasts or weddings.
Here's the package. For travel expenses, I will show up to your wedding. I will throw you a pre-wedding party that involves pizza and board games. I will make the best man
the board
speech.
games.
I will talk to your relatives. I will keep the relatives that you don't really like busy so they don't bother you on your special day.
Ooh.
These are
for
just
$1 cheaper.
Okay. But I'm worth the extra $1.
Or we're a package deal because I have the board games that Brian does not.
You're right. I kind of do need the board games. So we'll be the best men. Ben and Brian, best men.
Best men. or men of honor, if you're a lady listener.
Sure, of course. Yeah. Why not? But yeah, offers on the table. Anybody who's ever getting married wants to write it. Hit us up.
Yeah.
Mumble.
We have another thing that you can read.
I can read? Me?
Yes, you can read. Why are you leaning on the dumb thing on this segment? Brian know how to read. Brian know how to read.
I'm sorry. Okay. Hey, we got an email from our old friend Neil Orangepeel.
Yeah. Why the orange ones, though?
And old Neil says, "Hello, chaps." Or, after Brian's attempt at an English accent, I should say, "Hello, Mary Poppins," in a Dick Van Dyke sort of way. Again, I'm sorry.
So all English people call anyone else Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. Yeah. First of all, I apologize. I keep doing this thing. I can't help it. Just open my mouth and it comes out. But I'm honored. I'm honored that you would say that my British accent attempt sounds like Dick Van Dyke's beautiful masterclass in dialect in the film Mary Poppins. I think he's far above the subpar, terrible accent I'm delivering. In terms of bad British accents, he's the king.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So just to be mentioned in the same sentence, I'm honored. The man's a legend. So Neil says, my happy/bummers are as follows. Happy hour. My happy hour pick this week is springtime. I love this time of year in the UK. The mornings start to get lighter earlier and the evenings start to get darker later. Spring is probably my favorite season. Except black pepper, that's probably my favorite. Although I'm using a lot of basil these days. Everything seems...
I'm just curious. I get it either way, but in Britain, do you also often just call them season or seasons?
I
don't know.
Like
I know about seasonings. I just didn't know because I just didn't know if the British or English people still call them just seasons sometimes.
I feel like the joke works either way.
It does. I'm just kind of curious. I have no one else to ask these English questions to.
So hey, maybe we should put the offer out to Neil if he wants to have an Ask a British Person segment.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. If so, email us or Facebook us, whatever.
If he's cool with that, just the idiotic questions, which will mostly come from me.
Or whatever you want to do, Neil. If you have any idea for a segment.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, the door is always open. Anyway, using a lot of basil these days. Everything seems a little better in spring. It's like everything starts over. Flowers start to grow. There are more birds in the sky. The days are lighter and longer without the heat of summer. I agree.
True.
That's good. It's spring. It's a good season.
I like the cold because the cold never bothered me anyway.
I agree. I agree with the sentiment of what you're saying. I just do not enjoy the reference point.
Neither do I. But it's still true. That goes on our list with Godfather of movies that everyone else likes but us.
See, we're not gonna say what the movie is. People know. I'm not gonna publicly take down this movie.
Do you want to hear a podcast?
It's a recipe for disaster. Neil's Bummer Patrol follows. The thing that bums me out this week is low battery sensors.
No?
In my house, we have 3 smoke detectors on the ceiling of the upper floor.
In the UK, that's called the first floor.
What do you say to that, Ben?
About it being called the first floor?
About 3 smoke detectors on the ceiling on the upper floor.
Oh, how it's a ceiling and a floor?
No.
I'm
good.
Confused.
I thought you were looking at the email too. I'm sorry.
Oh, I am. I see. I'm just confused.
Okay. Good, I hear you say. It's good to have that many smoke detectors.
Well, that might be a big place.
Well, yeah, for waking me up in the middle of the night to tell me of a fire, sure. Not for waking me up in the middle of the night to let me know the battery is getting low.
Oh.
And before you say just pull the battery out, because I know you were going to, these
just
are
pull the
wired.
Battery out. Oh.
These are wired to the main power supply, and the battery is a backup in case of power failure.
Oh.
Normally, I'm prepared with a new battery for occasions where it starts to beep in the middle of the night. I've never needed to change more than one in a night. Until the other night when 2 of the alarms thought that they would let me know their batteries needed changing at 2:50 a.m.
Ugh.
I live so far from civilization that my nearest 24-hour shop is a 40-mile round trip. So I had to wait until morning.
That sounds sad. Not sad, but like, I feel bad for you, sad. Having to wait that long with beeps.
Yeah, that's true. But it seems kind of cool to live in the country. And like that level of isolation seems kind of peaceful. And
Oh, it probably would be. Sadness is not the isolation. It's just having to live with beeps all night. You have to make sure you always stockpile with all sorts of random things just in case something's too far away and there's a problem.
If you ever have this problem again, feel free to, pull up the latest episode of HappyCast, crank it up to 11, and let us drown out the sounds of the beeping fire alarms.
Especially
fire
Epidition
detectors.
2 of the reboot.
Yes, I'm sure Mrs. Orangepeel wouldn't mind the voices of these 2 lunatics from halfway across the world talking about nonsense.
That is what we talk about, yeah.
Yeah, we're big nonsense fans here on the show. And there's more feedback. I hear you think it's over, but there's more feedback from Neil Orangepeel. He says, I totally agree about The Godfather.
High five with Neil.
Woo! In fact, I think I mentioned it in an earlier epidition before the rebrand.
Ooh.
One of my friends told me I should watch The Godfather because it was one of the best films ever made. I lasted about 45 minutes before I turned it off.
Oh, yes. Join our club.
I feel like we're really doing a service to the community here, Ben. I feel like for too long people have been afraid to step forward and say, "Yo, The Godfather is mad boring, guys." But we're setting a shining example to people to say, "Hey, it's okay to voice your concerns."
Can we do this with all popular things or that are almost universally popular except us?
Yeah, ice cream, not that good.
What?
Ooh.
That one is false. It depends on the type of ice cream. Some ice cream, yeah.
Neil says that he had the same feeling toward 24. I got badgered into watching the first season/series and got to episode 6. All I thought was, that 6 hours, I'm never going to get back.
The first season is pretty boring.
I actually had the same experience as Neil. I don't think I got to episode 6. I might have got to like 4.
Yeah, I watched a bunch of it because I think I was really bored one time, so I kept renting it. The later seasons get a little better, but I remember the first season is kind of slow.
Maybe you're bored because you kept renting 24.
That's a good point. Maybe that is what my problem was. I needed to rent something better.
And he wraps up by saying, best Kevin Bacon film in my eyes has to be the 1990 masterpiece Tremors. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you check it out. I haven't. It's on my list. I'll bump it up higher on the list, though. I'd like to check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
Keep up the good work and keep happy/be happy. TTNF, Neil Orangepeel.
I don't be anyone's pappy.
Be pepper.
Hey, you read that backwards. You said Tata now for.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, TTNF.
Oh, sorry. I didn't even know if that's it. Okay, all right.
Yeah, oh, Tigger. TTFN, Tata for now. That's why I know it.
Ah, very good.
Thanks, Tigger.
No, that's still Neil. So unless you're thanking Tigger for his contribution to the world.
To my education of what that means.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Tigger's the best.
So thank you, Neil Orangepeel.
Thank you. We have another feedback. But this one...
Just an embarrassment of riches here in the feedback segment. I don't know what to do with all this feedback. I'm going to have to highly encourage people to stop writing in because we're getting too much feedback. We just can't cover it all on the show.
But we're about to. We're about to right now.
Oh, we're almost out? Okay,
then we're going to be out, and we don't have any feedback surplus.
Never mind. Please do write in. I take it all back. We need all the feedback we can get.
And
Apologies. Yeah, really phone in your feedback. If you're not filling up to it, just kind of half-heartedly send your feedback. We won't notice the difference.
Well, Trent phoned it in, but hopefully in a good way.
Oh, we have a Trent call. Let's hear what he has to say.
Top of the morning, Ben and Brian. This is Trent, formerly of the Manners Cast, currently of Trent's Tones, which can be found on the HappyCast. HappyCast.website. So I would like to submit a happy hour pick, and that happy hour pick would be how quickly people on the Twitters jump on things in the world fast. So the story behind this is that I woke up a little bit early the morning after the Super Bowl, only to find that the shark dancing on the left-hand side of Katy Perry during her halftime show had suddenly become an internet meme. And I just sat looking at thing after thing on Twitter and laughing hysterically to myself because of the left shark. If you want to see more, you can just search pound, hashtag, not pound. I'm not an old man, I promise. Hashtag left shark on Twitter. I loved it. Love, love, love. My bummer patrol is going to be when TV shows don't live up to my expectation. So a couple of examples of those would be Heroes would be one, where I could not wait for the preview of Heroes, the first episode, because I'd seen the trailer where the cheerleader falls off the catwalk and she gets up and she's like, "There's number one," or whatever. It was pretty awesome. And then I saw the first episode and I got so very disappointed and sad because it wasn't very good writing. The next one is the Bones 200th episode. I had been watching feverishly with my wife all of the Bones episodes for a number of years, and leading up to the Bones 200th episode, I noticed that Agent Carter was coming out. Very excited about that as well. And so the 200th episode is kind of like an old-timey private eye cop detective thing, and the dialogue was abysmal. It was terrible. I expected these wonderful things, and it was just the worst ever. And a lot of times the wife will kind of put up with it just to make it through the episode. But, 5 minutes in, I was getting bored. She looked over and she said, "Are you ready to turn this off?" I said, "Yep, delete." And we moved on to like Home and Garden Television or something. Very disappointed in shows that don't live up to my expectation for them. Agent Carter, however, has very much lived up to expectations and exceeded said expectations. So I highly recommend that one. But there you go. I hope you guys keep happy. Stay happy.
All right, thank you, Trent, for the wonderful phoned-in feedback.
Yeah, it was not at all phoned in.
No, he delivered on his audio feedback. Let's go point for point. Happy hour left shark. Although he mentioned this left shark idea, but it seemed more the nature of Twitter, how quickly things can kind of pick up and take on their own life on Twitter, which is, I agree, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Left shark.
I must confess, I did not see this left shark thing until halfway through listening to that call. Ben sent me the video of it. It's great. You're right, guys. You're right. I see what you were laughing about weeks ago. It's pretty great.
I didn't even notice how out of sync he was when I watched the halftime show. I was just confused why there were dancing sharks and beach balls and palm trees.
I mean, maybe this left shark's getting a bad rap. Maybe the right shark wasn't supposed to be so coordinated. Maybe they're supposed to both look ridiculous.
I don't know about that. I think someone didn't learn their dance steps.
It's all about your perspective, Ben. That's all I'm saying.
Someone has told left shark do the Macarena out there, and that was like, oh, I don't know that.
Too bad. You're on in 2 seconds ago. You're out there right now.
She just got off the giant mecha tiger. You have to go out there. That was weird. That's a weird halftime show.
I
did like it more than people standing on a stage. That was cool.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely this spectacle element, which really helped it out, I guess.
Like the opening of an Olympics or something.
Sure, it was like the opening of the Olympics. I think we should get Katy Perry to do the opening of the Olympics.
She probably would if we have another one in America sometime soon. She's one of our national treasures now, I guess. Is that how that works?
No.
Jeff Bridges will read his
Ben.
dream tapes.
No. Jeff Bridges is not on the same level as Katy Perry. How dare you, sir? I'm offended that you would even float that notion on this podcast.
Okay, hipster.
What?
Oh, hipster Brian hating all the popular stuff.
All hipsters love Jeff Bridges. Is that what you're saying?
All hipsters love Jeff Bridges and hate Katy Perry.
Well, if that is the hipster stereotype, I'm afraid that I must be branded as such.
But she is popular enough that she would probably be in our Super Bowl.
Oh no!
I mean in our Olympics.
Make no mistakes. Our Super Bowl, like the Super Bowl of nerds, what would that be? Like the National Spelling Bee?
The Quiz Bowl.
Oh right, Quiz Bowl.
But a national Quiz Bowl.
Make no mistake. I have no negative feelings about Katy Perry. She's very popular. I hear. I have a neutral opinion. I know nothing of her. She's very popular. I'm sure she has some talent to reach the level she has in life. I have no ill will toward her.
Sure.
Is that good backtracking? Did I do that well?
No, this is the Katy Perry or Brian Hates Katy Perry podcast.
Should I get into politics now?
I think the only way you could resolve this is by singing one of her songs.
I don't know any of them.
Well, you're going to have to look it up and learn it by next episode.
I'm going to pass on that one.
We'll see the listeners say.
This is like the episode of Mad Men where Don stole the pitch and he's in the elevator with Ginsburg and they have this confrontation and Ginsburg says, I feel sorry for you. And then Don just, the coldest line in the entire series, he looks right at me and says, I don't think about you at all. And then he walks out of the elevator. This is that.
See, all right, listeners, write in if you want Brian to sing a Katy Perry song next podcast.
Listeners, write in if you want me to talk about ultra-specific moments of Mad Men that, maybe a few of us can get behind. Like, oh, yeah, I remember when he did that.
I don't even know who Ginsburg is.
You don't know Ginsburg?
Well, I don't know some of their names very well. All I thought of when you said Ginsburg was Ruth Bader.
Oh, yeah, no, not on Mad Men.
Not Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
Ginsburg was written off in the first half of the last season. The Problem. You know The Problem?
Oh, yeah, okay. I forgot that was his name. I know who you're talking about now. Ginsburg.
Okay. Yes, Ginsburg, of course. Anyway, so Twitter, Happy Hour. Bumper Patrol is shows not living up to the expectation.
Like Lost.
I know. No. I expected it would be an okay show, and then it was the greatest show. I was so disappointed.
You're so happy with how disappointed you were.
I know. I'd never been that happy to be disappointed in my life, and never again.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, but expectation is a real drag, man. It really takes the fun out of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Are you still watching Gotham, Ben? You watching Gotham?
We started to watch a bunch of movies right now. We stopped around the time the winter break started happening.
Yeah.
And so we're slightly behind, but I want to keep watching it though.
I dropped Gotham. I'm behind now.
You can always catch up.
No, it's not on Hulu. They only have like the most recent 5 episodes on Hulu, so I can't catch up anymore.
With buying.
I don't like that show enough to put money into it. I'll wait. I know that Netflix has a deal with them, and it'll be added to Netflix sometime after season 1 finishes, before season 2 starts. I might just binge watch it then.
You know what they should do is do it during the winter break. Have it show back up. People have more time during winter break. They might decide to start watching them. Then they'll be like, yeah, I'll start watching the show when it comes back on TV.
Yeah, no, it'd be a good marketing ploy. I agree.
Hire me, marketing people, for TV stuff.
Ben HappyCast, marketing extraordinaire.
Definitely.
Is that your last name? Ben HappyCast?
Well, that's my middle name according to the packages I get sometimes.
Okay. Yes.
So I think that's it. We finished everything. The show's over.
Yeah. Bummer, man. It's over. We're done. Thanks everybody that wrote in.
For good.
Yeah, we're done. Last episode ever. Wave goodbye, Ben. That's a good wave.
Goodbye, Ben. Oh, I just said wave.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was like the puppet thing.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to this episode of HappyCast. We were thrilled to have you, and we hope you will join us next week. Until then, I want you to do one thing and one thing only, and that is to Keep
Stay
happy.
happy.
Thank you for joining us again here on the Culture Corner with Rockford Crane. I, of course, am your host, Rockford Crane, and still sitting with me is the founder president of the Jigsaw Puzzle Club, Terrifying Bareface. Thank you for sticking around. I believe last time we left you, you were about to tell us why your true passion in life is to sell all of your possessions and use that money to open up an exotic bakery.
No, that's not actually true, Rockford. I don't know where you got that information from, but that's blatantly false.
So, an exotic bakery, what makes it more exotic than a regular bakery? Do you sell different kinds of breads from all over the world, or do you just do you sell things to bachelorette parties? What
I don't really know. You're gonna have to find an exotic baker and ask him or her. I just know puzzles.
Okay. Well, the real puzzle is how you're going to get enough money to open up this bakery, but I'm sure a puzzle smith like yourself is surely up to the challenge. So really the reason why you're on the show is you're here to promote a new national holiday that you helped pass. Is that correct?
Yes. We're trying to start Singles Puzzle Solving Day, so we'll get more people to come to the club, because it's usually just me, and then other people just show up and take my puzzles.
So, so let me make sure I understand you correctly. It's a club that does puzzles.
Well, by yourself. It's a singles puzzle solving club. You solve them alone, and you hope someone else there is also solving alone, and you can show your puzzle off, and then you'll fall in love. But that hasn't happened to me yet.
But at that point, it's like having a solitaire club.
I don't see what you mean. What's the problem?
I mean, the fundamental flaw in your club idea seems to be that it's a club, like a social club that's built around a singles activity. It's there's some things that have to be done alone, solitaire.
Well, excuse me for using my only hobby to meet women.
So what you're proposing is an entire holiday based around jigsaw puzzle completion, solo jigsaw puzzle completion. Is that correct?
Yes, but everyone can do that at the LBJ Community Center on March 1st.
Just seems like there's a holiday for everything now. They're just popping up left and right.
Wait, I just had a great idea. How about you start your own holiday?